Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud. We learn to lead. My name is Vikas. So friends, let's start with our video. In today's video, we'll be looking at the important weekly current affairs of the first week of the April. The questions are very good and it will be very helpful to you if you will watch the video till the end. Do take the notes of all the questions as well as the extra information provided by me in the video. It will help you a lot in your revision once when all your syllabus will be done and when your exam will be near. When you have to revise, then those one liner notes will be very helpful. All the information provided today will be in one liner format and it will help you a lot for preparation. So let's start with the video. But before that, we have something interesting to tell you about. We have an app by the name Carriers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded the app, you will open the app and you will see this type of screen. In this, you can go and log in with your Google account, that is your Gmail ID. Then once you have logged in, then you will be moved to this page where you can see a window. If you click on the current affairs section here, then you will be moved to this page. Now this is where magic happens. This is the course where there are two courses provided by us. First, you should know it is of 1 year and 2 years, so choose your course accordingly. What we are providing and what is the reason behind that you should purchase course of current affairs from us, and what are the important details about it. First thing, you should know that we provide you current affairs in both English and Hindi. Okay. Also, we provide you here current affairs daily. PDFs are provided daily. The important factor here to remember is we are providing PDF to you daily. Okay, that contains question answers of the daily current affairs. They are explained in a much easy way where you can grasp the knowledge and do your revision. Okay, apart from app, we provide you with question answers. Then on every day we provide you 20 question answers quiz, daily 20 questions quiz. So imagine how much it will benefit you in your preparation. Then we provide you same thing for weekly. In weekly we take a quiz of 50 questions. Then question answers of week, we provide you a book. PDF is provided you weekly of the compiled questions of the whole week. Similarly for monthly also, ebook is given, your quizzes are taken, question answers PDF. Then apart from it, we also help you to prepare for banking papers. All the banking exams you can go refer to our videos and our courses here. You can see here that we provide you banking and economic quiz of 157 questions. Okay, then topic wise PDFs are covered. As you can see, we are making videos on indexes and reports, important days, the books and authors, all the events that are taking place in individual months. So these PDFs are provided to you and they will help you a lot in your preparation for journal awareness, your journal studies, as well as for current affairs. Then you can see we also provide you current affairs for state wise current affairs are provided to you. All you have to do is go and purchase the course. If you are a new aspirant, you can take course for 2 years, and if you are a previous aspirant and you have continued your preparation, then you can choose the course as per your wish. Another additional information you should know while buying the course, if you use the code Vikas10, and we have bought this code just for you, use the code Vikas10 and my friends, you will be getting straight 10% discount on the purchase you made. So you can save a lot of money by using our code Vikas10. Let's move to our video now. So friends, let's start with the first question. The first question is, which organization has released the report Investment Opportunities in India's Healthcare Sector that predicts investment in the healthcare sector to reach 372 billion US dollar by 2022. By 2022, the investment in the health sector is expected to reach by 372 billion dollar. All right. The question is saying that who released this report, and the name of the report is Investment Opportunities in India's Healthcare Sector. Who released this report? This report was released by Niti Aayog. All right, Niti Aayog. Remember, this sector is growing. The healthcare sector is growing at CAGR since 2016. All right, with 22% growth. What is CAGR? CAGR is your compound annual growth rate. Alright, CAGR is your compound annual growth rate, and it is growing at CAGR since 2016 with 22% growth. Next, the next question is, where was the joint military exercise Vajra Prahar 2021 conducted between India and USA Special Forces? See, the question is important. Mark it important or most important. Why? We are talking about Vajra Prahar 2021. This exercise is first you think no between India and USA. Alright, then the question is saying where did this exercise take place? It took place in Himachal Pradesh. Alright, it took place in Himachal Pradesh. This is the 11th edition of Vajra Prahar. Okay, then if it is taking place in Himachal Pradesh, then it is at a special force training school at Baklo, Himachal Pradesh. It is a special training school. Then apart from it, remember India and USA also conducted a navy exercise by the name PASEX. Alright, and this PASEX took place in Bay of Bengal. Alright, Himachal Vajra Prahar took place in Himachal Pradesh. Next, which country recently signed 4 agreements with India to provide financial support worth 1.93 crore rupees for health development projects? For health development projects, 1.93 rupees crore is provided to India, or financial support is provided to India by which country that also signed 4 agreements in this healthcare department? The name of the country is Japan. Alright, India and Japan. Japan will give 1.93 crore rupees financial assistance to India for in the field of health sector. And remember, under this, Japan will support healthcare projects in under GGP scheme. Alright, under GGP scheme in India. Japan will invest in the health sector in India under GGP scheme, and GGP stands for your grant assistance for grassroots project. Alright, and GGP was introduced in 1989. So under GGP, Japan will be investing in India. Next, questions are very important, and the questions framed in this video are very good. So if you will be watching video till the end, taking the notes side by side that I am teaching you today, it will be really helpful to you guys. Trust me on this. Okay, so next question is, which Indian Naval Air Squadron nicknamed Cobras recently celebrated its Diamond Jubilee? Indian Naval Air Squad, also named by the name Cobras, it is the nickname. They celebrated their Diamond Jubilee. Alright, so what is the name of the squadron? It is INAS 310. Alright, moving on to next. To which country the New Development Bank approved a loan worth $1 billion as a COVID-19 assistance during the 6th annual meet of the Board of Governors of NDB that was virtually attended by Nirmala Sitharaman ji. Question can also be framed like, from India, who attended the Board of Governors of NDB meeting virtually? It was your Nirmala Sitharaman ji. So the assistance of $1 billion in COVID-19 assistance is provided to Russia during the 6th annual meeting of NDB. This was your 6th meeting, or you can say 6th annual meeting. Alright, then remember NDB was earlier known by the name BRICS Development Bank, and now it is known as New Development Bank. Headquarter of New Development Bank is in Shanghai, China, and this meeting, that is your 6th meeting, was held in New Delhi. And assistance was provided to NDB to Russia. Next, which organization is setting up two underseas cables, ECO and Bifrost, to connect Indonesia with USA for improving internet connectivity? Important questions. Okay, important, very important. Two cables, one by the name ECO and second by the name Bifrost. These cables will be connecting USA and Indonesia. Why this project is being taken out? To improve internet connectivity. All right, so the name of the company is Facebook. Facebook will be laying down two underseas cables, ECO and Bifrost. All right, moving on to next. Who received Saraswati Samman 2020 award for his novel Sanatan? First thing, remember Saraswati Samman award. Saraswati Samman award is given by, this question has been asked many times, given by KK Birla Foundation. This award is given by KK Birla Foundation, Saraswati Samman award. For this award has been given for novel Sanatan. Question is asked like who received the award or who is the author of this award. The author of this award or the person who received Saraswati Samman award is Sharan Kumar Limbaleji. Sharan Kumar Limbaleji. Then remember, this Sanatan novel was published in 2018 and this is a Marathi novel. It is a Marathi novel, and for Saraswati Samman this is the 30th edition of these awards. All right, next. Which organization recently launched IceGate portal, a single portal for filing all registration and bills of entry in India? Remember IceGate portal. IceGate. What is the full form of IceGate? This question can also be asked in your paper. What is the full form of IceGate? IceGate is Indian Customs and Central Exercise Electronic Gateway. All right, this is your IceGate. So which organization launched IceGate portal? It was launched by Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs launched IceGate. This is important, so mark it important. Next, which country topped the medal tally in the 2021 ISSF Shooting World Cup that was held in New Delhi? ISSF World, or you can say International Shooting Sport Federation Shooting World Cup. Shooting World Cup 2021. This was held in New Delhi. The country that topped the medal tally was India, with the total medals of, India had a total medals of 30. Then on second was your USA and third was your Italy. 30 medals were divided as 15 gold, 9 silver and your 6 bronze for India. In USA 8 medals and for Italy we had 4 medals. Then the question, according to question, the country that topped this shooting World Cup was India. The medal tally that was topped by India with 30 medals. Next, who won the gold medal in the 2020 ISSF World in the women's 25-meter pistol event? Now the question is being asked for 25-meter pistol event. Who won the award or who won the gold medal in this? It was won by Chinky Yadav. Alright, and Yashwini Singh Deswal won the gold medal in 10-meter air pistol. Alright, in 10-meter air pistol, Yashwini Singh Deswal won the gold medal. You say here, gold medal. And in the women's 25-meter pistol event was won by Chinky Yadav. Next question. What was the total financial outlay of the production linked incentive schemes for the food processing industries that facilitates manufacturing, branding, marketing of four products? The total outlay was of 10,900 crore rupees. All right, next. What was the key point discussed by the External Affairs S. Jaishankar in the 17th BIMSTEC ministerial meeting? What is BIMSTEC? First of all, tell me the full form. Do you know the full form of BIMSTEC? The full form is the Bay of Bengal, Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. For Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Corporation. This is your BIMSTEC. So for BIMSTEC, we just saw the 17th meeting. It was attended by our External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, and the key point discussed here was Master Connectivity Plan. Master Connectivity Plan is your basically free movement of people and goods between BIMSTEC countries. Proposed during this plan is Master Connectivity Plan. Okay, so under this plan, as I said, free movement of people and goods between the countries that are part of BIMSTEC. Next, Indian Air Force received the fourth batch of 3 Rafale fighter jets from France. Totally, how many Rafale jets were ordered by India? First, remember, total 36 Rafale jets were ordered by India. 36. They are being ordered from France. The first batch landed in where? Ambala. And the total amount spent or the total cost for these Rafale jets are approx 59,000 crore rupees. All right. So next question. Name the newly formed company, a wholly owned subsidiary of National Payment Corporation of India, that is your NPCI, which is a company wholly owned by NPCI. The name of the company is NPCI Bharat Bill Pay Limited. All right, National NPCI Bharat Bill Pay Limited. Next, UK's CDC Group and India's North Arc Capital Limited entered into a partnership through which CDC Group will invest 320 crore rupees in 6 of India's leading microfinancing institutions. What are the financial tools used in this investment? So CDC will be investing 320 crore rupees in India's 6 of the microfinancing institution. What is the financial tool used in this investment? The financial tool used in this investment is your non-convertible debentures. All right, next. Who is said to receive the 51st Dadasaheb Phalke Award for the notable contribution in the film industry? First of all, remember, Dadasaheb Phalke Award is given in the field of films. All right, and this award is being given to Rajnikant sir. This is your 51st edition to Rajnikant sir, and remember 50th edition was given to Amitabh Bachchan sir. Alright, Amitabh Bachchan sir. Remember, Rajnikant sir also received Padma Vibhushan. Padma Vibhushan in 2016, and he received this award in the field of arts. Alright, moving on to next. Who authored the book In the Dreams House that won the 2021's Rathbones Folio Literacy Prize? Rathbones Folio Literacy Prize. This was given to a book that is named In the Dream House. Question is, who is the author of Dream House? The author of this book is Carmen Maria Machado. Carmen Maria Machado is the author of In the Dream House and the winner of Rathbones Folio Literacy Prize 2021. Next. Who was appointed as the brand ambassador of the digital insurance company Digi Interest? We are talking about brand ambassador of Digi Insurance. He is none other than Virat Kohli. Headquarter of Digi Insurance is in Bangalore, and the chairman of Digi Insurance is Kamesh Goyal. Alright, moving on to next. Who was appointed as the Prime Minister of Slovakia in April 2021? President of Slovakia, Prime Minister of Slovakia is Edward Heger. Alright, and if we talk about the president is Zuzana Kaputova. Alright, then remember the former PM of Slovakia has been awarded with the post of Finance Minister. Alright, and if we talk about the capital of Slovakia, it is Bratislava, and the currency is your euro. Alright, Edward Heger became the new Prime Minister of Slovakia. Next. Who was appointed as the additional director of Britannia Industries Limited? Additional director of the Britannia Industries Limited is Urujit Patel. Remember this, okay? Urujit Patel has been appointed with the post of additional director of Britannia Industries Limited. He was the former governor of RBI. Urujit Patel. Alright, next. When was the World Autism Day? World Autism Day awareness annually observed by the United Nations. World Autism Awareness Day. This is observed on 2nd of April. Alright, and the campaign this year was hashtag Light It Up Blue. Alright, this was the campaign of World Autism Awareness Day. Next. What is the first state, which is the first state in India to commission farm-based solar power projects under PM Kusum scheme? Under PM Kusum, which is the first state in India to commission farm-based solar power projects? And it has been Rajasthan. Alright, under PM Kusum, first farm-based solar power projects will start in Rajasthan. And here PM Kusum, it stands for Pradhan Mantri किसान ऊर्जा सुरक्षा एवं उत्थान महाभियान. Alright, this is the full form of Kusum. You should know about it. And remember, this PM Kusum initiative was started by was an initiative of new and renewable energy in 2019. It means under this scheme we will be working on renewable energies resources. Alright, and if we talk about Rajasthan, the CM of Rajasthan is Ashok Gehlot ji, and the capital of Rajasthan is Jaipur. Alright, next. World merchandise trade volume growth for 2021 projected by WTO is World merchandise trade volume growth for 2021 predicted by WTO is 8%. In 2019, this was 0.2%. In 2020, it was minus 5.3%. In 21, this is your 8%. And in 22, it is projected at 4%. Alright, then if we talk about WTO, WTO stands for your World Trade Organization. The headquarters is in Geneva, and it was developed in 1995. And regarding WTO is that Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, she has become the 7th Director General of WTO, and she is the first woman or African woman to lead WTO. Alright, moving to the next question. Which international organization released the Forest Governance by Indigenous and Tribal Peoples report that highlights the importance of indigenous and tribal people as the guardians of forest? According to the report released by the name Forest Governance by Indigenous and Tribal People, it is said that indigenous and tribal people are the guardians of the forest, and the question is asking that who released this report, or which is the international organization that released this report. The name of the organization is FAO, that is your Food and Agriculture Organization. All right, next. In April 2021, who approved the loan worth $32 million to Dash state for improving the management capacity and quality of health service of that state? It is your World Bank. All right, that is your World Bank has approved a loan worth $32 million for Mizoram for its management capacity and the quality of health service. Basically, they have gave approved a loan in the field of healthcare, because we know India is becoming the hub of medicines now after this pandemic. So we can expect that the health sector will grow to a large extent in India. Next question is, which state government got approval for the financial assistance from the World Bank and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank for 300 million US dollar canal based drinking water projects? I repeat, World Bank along with Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank have signed or has given a financial assistance of 3 million US dollar for canal based drinking water projects, and it will be implemented in Punjab. All right, if we talk about Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, the name of the president is Jin Liquan and the headquarter is in Beijing. All right, next. Which payment company recently allowed its customer in the USA to trade with cryptocurrencies? Remember, PayPal allowed the people in US or their customers in US to trade in cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are being banned in India, so if anyone is investing, be aware of it. Invest with with care, that if by chance it gets wholly banned in India, then you won't lose an extra amount of money. All right, it is a risky investment sector. Next. Also remember, if we talk about PayPal, just remember one more information regarding it, that CEO of PayPal is Dan Schulman, and PayPal is the company which was sold by Elon Musk, and then he started all these Neuralink, Tesla, SpaceX, these companies. Okay, it was because of PayPal only. This was the first company, but he sold it now. Then if we talk about the headquarter of PayPal, it is in California, USA. All right. Next question. Who was awarded with the Kalinga Ratna Samman for the year 2021 for his contribution to Odia literature? Most important question. All right. Kalinga Ratna Samman. This Samman is given in the field of Odia literature. All right. And this Odia literature, remember, this was given by Sarla Sahitya Sansad. This is being given since 2007, and this year, that is in 2021, this award has been honored to Bishwa Bhushan Harichandan ji. All right, Bishwa Bhushan Harichandan ji. Next. Which bank recently acquired 1200 crore worth Santa Cruz Center of Reliance Infrastructure Limited for non-payment of loans? For the non-payment of loans, which bank has acquired Santa Cruz Center of the Reliance Infrastructure Limited? This is your Yes Bank. Yes Bank has acquired the Santa Cruz Center of Reliance Infrastructure Limited. Next. Which organization manufactures India's indigenous made surface to air missile system Akash missile for Indian Army and Indian Air Force? Mark this question also most important. We are talking about Akash missile. All right, this is your surface to air missile, and it is developed for Indian Army and Air Force. All right, and the question is saying like which indigenously means Indian based company developed this. It was developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and remember they are saying that this is an indigenously made means it is made in India. So remember that 96% of the material used in it is made in India only. All right, next, DRDO's Defense Material and Stores Research and Development Establishment at Dash developed a bulletproof jacket weighing 9 kgs. A bulletproof jacket for 9 kgs was developed by DMSRDE, that is a department of DRD only, and it is being built at which place? It is being built at Kanpur. Next, honoring which Indian personality the newly discovered flowering plant species from Western Ghats in Maharashtra was named as Argeria Sharad Chandraji. Argeria Sharad Chandraji. This is a name of a flowering plant, newly discovered flowering plant. It has been found in Western Ghats, and if it is being asked the name of the state, then it is Maharashtra. All right, and this is Argeria Sharad Chandraji. This has been named to honor Sharad Pawarji. All right, to honor Sharad Pawarji, this new species, the new flowering plant species, has been known Argeria Sharad Chandraji. Next, which city will host International Boxing Association's 2023's Men Boxing World Championship for the first time? First time Men's Boxing World Championship will be held in 2023, and this is the which country or which city will host it? It will be hosted by Tashkent in Uzbekistan. All right, Tashkent in Uzbekistan will host the first time the Men's Boxing World Championship in 2023. All right, remember in 2019 this was held in Russia. Moving on to next, who authored the book Wisdom for Startups from Grown-ups Discovering Corporate Ayurveda? The name of the person who authored the book is, there are two persons, R. Gopal Krishnan and R. Narayanji. So the answer for this, both 2 and 3. Next. Ooh. Next question is, which financial institution invested $137 million in the India's Green Growth Equity Fund that is managed by Eversource Capital? The name of the financial institution that has invested $137 million in the India's Green Growth Equity Fund that is managed by Eversource is, the name of the company is being asked here. So the name of the company is Dutch Entrepreneurial Development Bank. All right, next. In April 2021, Vajoso Osami Sadiru was appointed as the president of Kosovo. He has been appointed as the president of Kosovo. For Kosovo, remember the capital is Pristina and the currency is Euro of Kosovo, and the new president is Vojoso Osamni Sadiru. Next question is, in April, Nguyen Xuan Phuc and Pham Minh Chinh were elected as the president and prime minister of which country? They are all from Vietnam. Remember, don't get confused here. Xuan became the president of Vietnam and Pham Minh Chinh became the PM of Vietnam. All right, then moving on to next. Remember, for Vietnam, if we talk about the capital is Hanoi and their currency is Vietnamese dong. All right, Vietnamese dong. Next, Who was appointed as the new mission director of Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission? New mission director of Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission. Who has been awarded or who has been given this post of the director? He is Chintan Vaishnav. Also remember, Atal Innovation Mission was launched by Niti Aayog in 2016, and remember, in this Atal Innovation Mission, the most Indian Innovation Index, Karnataka topped in innovation, Atal Innovation Index of 2021. All right, then moving to next. Which is the first country in the world to introduce COVID-19 vaccines for animals called CarnivoCov? CarnivoCov is the first COVID-19 vaccines for animal, and it has been launched by Russia. All right, next. When was the National Maritime Day annually observed? National Maritime Day was observed on 5th of April, and remember, apart from this, on 5th of April 2020, on 5th of April 2020, we also celebrated for the first time International Day of Conscience. Alright, on 5th April 2020, we celebrated for the first time International Day of Conscience last year. Then, next. Which organization signed an MOU with Spices Board of India to enhance the transparency in supply chain in the eSpice Bazaar portal using blockchain-based traceability interface? Using the blockchain-based traceability interface, the transparency is being asked to enhance in the supply chain of the eSpice Bazaar, and an MOU has been signed between the Spice Board of India and which organization to launch this block-based traceability interface? So it is UNDP. UNDP and Spices Board of India will introduce this blockchain-based traceability interface, and UNDP is your United Nations Development Fund. This was started in 1987. All right, then next question is, Union Minister Prakash Javadekar participated in the virtual climate and development ministerial meet on the run-up to the 26th UN Climate Change Conference of the Parties, COP26. What is the host city of COP26? Let's listen about COP26. COP26, this is your 26th edition. All right, then in COP26, remember, the president of COP26 is Alok Sharma. And it is said, which is the host city of COP26? The host city was Glasgow, UK. All right, Glasgow, UK. It can also be asked like which union minister or who is the person from India that participated in the virtual climate and the development ministerial meet. It was Prakash Javadekar ji. Next. What was the growth rate projected for India in fiscal year 2022 as per the International Monetary Fund World Economic Outlook report? World Economic Outlook report was released by International Monetary Fund, and according to this IMF or according to this World Economic Output report, the projected growth rate for the fiscal year 2022 for India is 12.5%. All right, and the GDP forecast for fiscal year 2023 by this IMF is that IMF has been reduced from 6 or has been reversed to, not removed, it is, I repeat, the GDP forecast for the fiscal year 23 was reversed to 6.9% from 6.8%. All right. Then also remember, the global economy to grow at 4.4% in 2023. Global economy will grow by 4.4% in 2023. If we are talking about IMF, remember the headquarters is in Washington DC. It was established in 1944 and the managing director is Kristalina Georgieva. All right, then next question is, President of India has appointed Justice Dash as the Dash Chief Justice of India. Mark this question most important. Alright, that NV Ramanaji has been appointed as the Chief Justice of India. Alright, and he is the 48th Chief Justice of India. So the answer is 5th. Also remember, this is one of the important GK question, like who appoints the Chief Justice of India? It is appointed by President. Alright, Chief Justice of India is appointed by President of India. Important question. Alright, next. Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde, his recent one, launched the artificial intelligence driven tool SUPACE, SUPACE, for Supreme Court of India. What does A stand for? SUPACE. SUPACE is an AI, that is your artificial intelligence driven tool for Supreme Court of India. And the full form of this SUPACE, you will be telling me. This is your homework. The question is asking what does A stands for SUPACE. Here A stands for assistance. Alright, the rest of the full form you will be telling me. It is your homework. Comment below, I'll be checking the answers. Alright friends, so moving on to the last question of the day is, which country developed the Poseidon 2M39 torpedo, which is capable of producing radioactive tsunami? Radioactive tsunami can be produced by a torpedo by the name Poseidon 2M39. It is a torpedo. Torpedoes are the missiles that can be used to attack the ships underwater or the submarines underwater. Alright, they are the missiles that go under the water. So the answer for this is, which country developed the Poseidon 2M39? It was developed by Russia. Alright, it was developed by Russia and it is capable of producing radioactive tsunamis. So guys, that's all for the day. I hope you enjoyed our session. Do like the video, also share it with your friends, the link of the video. And if you are new to our channel, I want you to subscribe to our channel, and this will motivate us to provide a better content for you guys, and we will be coming up with better questions and better content next time. So that's all for the day. Vikas signing off.